There's a moment, usually somewhere around the third hour of sitting, when you shift in your chair and feel nothing. Not pain, not soreness, just flat, dull, gone. That feeling has a real name, dead butt syndrome. It sounds almost funny until you realize what it actually means. A muscle that's supposed to protect your back, your hips, and your balance has quietly stopped doing its job. And after 60, it's happening to almost everyone who sits more than they move. Here's the number that should stop you. A review of studies on older adults found people over 60 sit an average of 9.5 hours a day, up to 80% of their waking hours. That's not a bad habit. That's most of your day. And every one of those hours is an hour your glutes spend doing nothing. This isn't just about comfort, and it isn't something you can simply stretch your way out of. When that muscle goes quiet for long enough, your body starts routing the work somewhere else. Your lower back, your knees, your hips, joints that were never built to pick up the slack. That's usually where the pain shows up first, not in the muscle that's actually weak. By the time that pain shows up, the muscle has often been quiet for years already. The fix is one 5-minute glute exercise routine, 4 movements, no gym, no complicated equipment. The last one is the one that actually undoes years of sitting in one shot. Before we get into it, tell me in the comments, when you stand up after sitting a while, where do you feel it first? Your back, your knees, or your hips? If this is your first time here, subscribe. We cover routines exactly like this every week. A quick like helps this reach someone else who needs it. Let's start with the first exercise. Exercise number 4, the donkey kick. Stand facing a sturdy chair, close enough to rest both hands on the backrest. Bend forward slightly from your hips so your back is at a gentle angle rather than fully upright. Plant your left foot firmly on the ground, keeping a soft bend in your left knee. This is your support leg. Your right leg is going to move. Start by lifting your right knee up towards your chest, a small controlled knee raise. From there, kick your right leg straight out behind you, fully extending it, and squeeze your glute firmly right at the end of that kick. Then bring your right knee back up towards your chest and repeat. Your left knee stays bent and still throughout. Your back stays still too. It shouldn't arch or round as your right leg moves. Do 10 to 12 repetitions with your right leg, then switch. Plant your right foot as the new support leg and repeat the same movement with your left leg. Keeping the knee bent through most of the motion and only fully straightening the leg at the very end shifts the effort into your glute instead of the back of your thigh. That final squeeze, once the leg is fully extended, is exactly where the muscle is working hardest. Exercise number 3, hip clocks. Stand beside a sturdy chair or countertop and hold on with your right hand for balance. Plant your right foot on the floor, keeping a slight soft bend in your right knee. This is your support leg. Your left leg is going to move and it stays straight for the entire exercise. With your left leg straight and your toes pointing down toward the floor, slowly raise your left foot forward and slightly up, as though reaching toward 12 o'clock on a clock face beneath you. Lower it back down to the floor, then lift it again, this time reaching a little further around toward 1 o'clock. Continue working your way around the clock like this, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, as far as feels comfortable, without ever forcing the reach. Hold each position for 2 to 3 seconds before lowering, breathing normally throughout rather than holding your breath. Notice which direction feels the weakest. That's the one worth giving a few extra repetitions. Once you finish, switch sides. Hold on with your left hand, plant your left foot as the support leg, and repeat the entire clock sequence with your right leg. Moving your working leg through different angles like this reaches different fibers within the same muscle, something a single straight line lift can never fully cover on its own. Exercise number 2, hip circles. Lie down on your left side with both legs straight and stacked one on top of the other. Rest your head on your left arm and roll forward slightly, placing your right hand flat on the floor in front of your chest for support. Your right leg, the one on top, is going to move. Keeping it straight, lift your right leg up and slightly behind you until you feel a firm squeeze along the right side of your hip. Instead of lowering it right away, hold your right leg still at that top position and trace 10 small controlled circles using your right foot in one direction, then 10 circles in the other direction. Keep those circles small. This exercise is about control, not how far you move your leg. Keep your lower back relaxed against the floor the whole time, rather than arching it to help lift your leg higher. Once you finish both directions, lower your right leg slowly, then roll over onto your right side and repeat the entire sequence with your left leg. Holding your leg still at the top while circling your foot keeps the muscle under constant tension the entire time, rather than only during the brief moment of a single lift, which is what makes this one of the most isolating exercises for this muscle. And now, exercise number 1, the hip hike. The exercise everything else on this list has been building toward. Stand on a low step, just an inch or two off the ground. Even the bottom stair in your home works fine. Hold onto a railing or a sturdy chair with one or both hands for balance. Plant your left foot firmly on the step. This is your support leg. Let your right foot hang off the edge of the step, completely in the air, not touching the ground, and keep your right leg straight the whole time. Now slowly let your right hip drop down, lowering it below the level of the step, then pull it back up to level using your left leg. Move slowly and stay in control the entire time, down and up, pausing briefly at the bottom of each drop before pulling back to level. Keep your left knee slightly soft rather than locked straight, and keep your shoulders level and facing forward. Don't twist your body to help the movement. Do 10 to 12 repetitions, then switch. Plant your right foot on the step as the new support leg. Let your left foot hang off the edge and repeat with your left hip. If you feel unsteady at any point, hold on with both hands instead of one. There's no rush to build up to a lighter grip. Together, these 4 exercises retrain the same muscle from 4 different angles. Hip extension while standing, multi-directional reaching while standing, sustained isolation lying on your side, and finally, full body weight control on one leg. Each one targets the muscle in a way the others don't, which is exactly why doing all 4 matters more than doing one particularly well. None of this requires rushing, and none of it requires pushing through pain. If any exercise causes something sharper than simple muscle fatigue, ease off it or skip it entirely for now, and check with your doctor first if you're managing any existing joint or balance condition. Give this 5 minutes a day, a few times each week, resting a day in between if your body asks for it. You likely won't notice the change first in the mirror. You'll notice it in how steady you feel standing up from the couch, walking across a room, or catching yourself when your foot lands wrong on uneven ground. That steadiness is really what dead butt syndrome quietly takes away. One sitting hour at a time, and it's exactly what these 4 exercises are built to hand back to you. If this helped, share it with someone in your life who spends most of their day sitting too. They'll likely recognize themselves in this more than they'd expect. And if you haven't already, subscribe. We'll be back next week with another routine built for exactly this stage of life.